Hi, Brennan McCarthy, Certified Financial Planner with Boulevard Wealth Management here in Eden Prairie. I wanted to talk about a question that I'm often approached by people who feel like they need to start saving. They're not quite ready to talk with a financial advisor yet, but they want to know how and where to get started. So, I want to put this quick video together just to talk through kind of my rankings of where I feel people should start saving, at least until the point where they begin possibly working with an advisor. So the first account type is a company retirement plan. Think your 401k or your 403b, simple IRAs, accounts like that. This is kind of naturally the first place to start. Your company offers, most companies, I should say, offer a retirement plan. It's usually the best option because you get a company match. So as long as you're deferring some portion of your salary into the plan, the company will also add funds to that account on your behalf. I call this free money because, again, as long as you're taking advantage of that match, you're getting someone else's money put into your account. The other thing worth noting is that these plans do typically offer a Roth component to them. It's really helpful for younger savers, usually, because for those people who expect to be in a higher tax bracket later in their careers, it's good to put money in today into the Roth piece. The second component is an IRA. Specifically, I'll talk about Roth IRAs. Not all companies offer a retirement plan, and even for companies that do offer one, it's usually helpful to save outside of it, at least as long as you're getting the company match. So one major limitation to retirement plans is that it's the investment options are typically very limited. The fees charged within those accounts are also typically pretty opaque and can be high at times. Most people don't really know what they're paying for fees in those accounts. Um, and then the third piece about a Roth IRA, as opposed to a Roth 401k or a traditional 401k, is that it does offer a lot more flexibility to the saver. So you can actually withdraw funds up to the amount you put into the account without paying any penalties or taxes or fees. The third account type is just a standard brokerage account, an individual or a joint investment account. This is kind of the third tier that I talk about. And I like to call these accounts life funds because I've found they're really helpful for clients to provide that needed flexibility for some major expenses and goals between now and retirement, and also double as a retirement savings account too. So I like to set the accounts up as kind of a cushion for major purchases that cash reserves can't fund alone. So think a car purchase, a new home purchase, college funding, or other goals that are 2 to 5 years out, or really more than 2 years and less than retirement. The other thing about these accounts is how liquid and available they can be. If I have a client call me today and say they found a home that they want to buy, I could liquidate the account, get it sent out to their bank account by the end of the week, and they would have it available for that purchase. So those are the three accounts that I like. The couple highlights that I want to I talked about are making sure you're taking advantage of the company match if you have that available, making sure you're utilizing some of the tax benefits of IRAs. And then finally, the third and probably most important thing is trying to use a blended approach because you never know when you'll need funds from certain accounts. So having savings into each of those three account types is going to be very helpful in providing flexibility for you in retirement and until then. That's all I have. Let me know what questions you have. I'd love to hear some